What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, back with another video for you guys. Today we're going to take a look at the June announcements from Scream Factory, Shout Factory, and see what they have to offer for us. Nothing major release-wise. I know some people are excited about a few titles in here. Most of these, I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of. We have a couple, I believe, IFC titles in here to go along with that, Scream Factory IFC collaborations. And looks like a new steelbook as well, which some of these kind of got lost in the shuffle of announcements today. I saw on from like Dawn of the Disc and Scream Factory themselves, but kind of overshadowed by other releases. But before we dive into that, as usual, guys, if you would drop down that description box, check out all the links to the social medias, Amazon wish list, which I do have a birthday coming up on the 5th of next month. If anyone's interested, mark your calendars. Patreon, all that good stuff's on there. And yeah, but let's dive into this and take a closer look. I'll go over them real quick for those that aren't interested in watching me and listening to me struggle with words as I read some of the synopsises and features and everything that they have to offer at this time. But yeah, again, I'm not real impressed with this lineup, but we'll see. Some of them may be pleasantly surprised with some of these newer titles that they're releasing. Like I said, these IFC titles and stuff, which they very rarely disappoint on the IFC stuff. So let's dive into this, shall we? Okay, so we have the Battle Beyond the Stars steelbook here with the Sybil Danning NECA figure. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not huge on the steelbooks. I do have a few Scream Factory, Shout Factory steelbooks, but this Sybil Danning figure, I might have to jump on that. And I believe this is limited to like 2,000 units, which we'll dive into it here in a second. Of course, you can buy them separately right now. I'm sure the figure will sell out like it did with the My Bloody Valentine figure and things like that. Then they force you to buy the bundle afterwards. They probably only sell like maybe 500 units before they make you do that or something. But you do have those three options right now. And then you have one I've never heard of, Just a Gigolo with David Bowie. Again, I don't know anything about it, but I'm a fan of David Bowie, so that does sound pretty interesting. Then we have one called Stardust. Again, I don't believe I'm familiar with that. Maybe once we read into it, I will be. I don't know. Human Nature from the Shout Select line. Hunter Hunter, which is an IFC collaboration. And you do have Devin Sawa in there, so maybe good, may not. I mean, he was in, what's the fucking John Travolta movie? It's slipping my mind right now. The Fred Durst John Travolta movie. He was in that, so who knows? I don't know how to say The Secret World of Ariety or something. Steelbook. This is those, I believe, Studio Ghibli type things. A DVD of When Calls the Heart, What the Heart Wants, and Before My Very Eyes. That doesn't sound appealing to me whatsoever. We're gonna skip that one, and I'm gonna skip these steelbooks here. When the Wind Rises, steelbook. I know these have been released like countless times in different editions, so I'm just going to skip over those. The Awakening, which sounds pretty cool. I believe this is the Sphinx is what that actually is. No, there we go. The Sphinx is down here. All right, and we have the Awakening and the Sphinx were the two announcements I saw first. And people seemed excited about these two. You have Charlton Heston in the Awakening. I forget who's in Sphinx, but people seemed more excited about Sphinx than any of them. And then we have Kindred, which is an IFC Midnight collaboration as well. And then another one I'll skip over, Sesame Street, cool counting collection. Cool. Another one that I didn't see really anything talked about, the Unhiller. So it doesn't appear to be an IFC thing. Again, we'll dive more into these if you guys want to stick around. And then we have Embattled. Know nothing about that one either. So, I as of right now, I definitely want to get the Awakening and Sphinx. This Kindred looks kind of creepy just off there. And the IFC titles, and maybe just a gigolo and the Sybil Danning figure. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to end up grabbing, to be honest with you guys. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just get the whole bundle. I don't know. Time's getting closer and closer to where I can't buy a whole lot of shit. So let's dive into these more. We'll just go with the collection here for the Battle Beyond the Stars. All right. So I believe this is a Roger Corman. Yeah, Roger Corman film. Shade must scour the cosmos to recruit mercenaries from different planets and cultures in order to save his peaceful home planet from the threat of an evil tyrant, Sador, played by John Saxon, who is bent on dominating and enslaving the entire universe. Joining this magnificent seven of mercenaries are the deadly Gelt, played by Robert Vaughn, and Carefree Cowboy, played by George Heppard, and the sexy Valkyrie Saint X-Men, not X-Men, but yeah, Sybil Danning. I've not seen this movie, and I do not own it, so I don't know, I may get the bundle. This film benefits greatly from some extremely talented people behind the scenes that went on to bigger things. Academy Award-winning director James Cameron, Academy Award-winning composer James Horner from Titanic and Avatar, screenwriter John Sayles from Lone Star and Piranha, producer Gale Ann Hurd from the Terminator and Hawk. I know Gale Ann Hurd's name from the Walking Dead talk show thing. All participated in this visually inventive and intermediately involving intergalactic shoot 'em up. See, limited edition steelbook, limited edition 8-inch tall. Sybil Danning figure, again limited to 2,000 units, and of course you get the 18, the weird size 18.5 by 16.5 lithograph. I don't know why they just couldn't do 18 by 24 like they normally do. Anyways, new 2K scan of the Interpositive, so all you get's a new scan as far as this being compared to the regular release. Audio commentary by writer John Sayles and producer Roger Corman. Audio commentary by production manager Gale Ann Hurd, the man who would be Shad. I have not seen the movie, so interview with actor Richard Thomas. Space opera on a shoestring. Comprehensive look at the technical challenge in post-production. Theatrical trailer, TV spots, radio spots, poster, and still gallery. It's only rated PG. Wow. So I guess no nudity in that one. Alrighty. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't want that figure, right? Okay, let's move on to Just a Gigolo. Again, starring David Bowie. The final role of a film legend. So I'm assuming this is Bowie's last film. All right. Paul Vaughn, played by David Bowie, a young Parisian gentleman, arrives in the trenches in time to be caught in the final explosion of the Great War. After recuperating in a military hospital where he is mistaken for a French hero, he returns to Berlin. His family home has been turned into a boarding house. His father is paralyzed and his mother is working in the Turkish baths. Attempting to find new purpose, his childhood friend, Seeley, abandons him for fame and fortune. His former commanding officer, Captain Kraft, played by David Hemmings, I don't know a lot of these names, that's why I haven't been saying them, tries to persuade him to join his right-wing movement, and a widow, Helga von, again, I can't pronounce these last names that they're playing, briefly seduces him with the finer things in life. In a society where individual comes first and anyone can be bought, he is recruited by the Baroness von Semmering, a lot of words I can't pronounce, as one of her regiment gigolos. A cynical and descendant world of entertaining rich widows leads an increasingly delusional Paul to poignant, chilling end. 32-page booklet on here. That's kind of rare with Scream Factory releases, including a booklet and stuff like that. The Making of Gigolo with producer, writer Joshua Sinclair, and assistant director Rory McLean. Audio commentary with Joshua Sinclair and Rory McLean. 105 minutes, rated R, 185 aspect ratio, came out in 1978, and region A. So cool. Let's move on to the next one. All right, let's move on to Stardust. At least this is a little bit cheaper release, $18.98. I didn't pay attention to the prices of the last two. I know it was like $70 for that bundle for Battle Beyond the Stars. Beatle. Yep. In 1971, a 24-year-old fledgling artist named David Bowie. Really? Sent to America to promote his newest record, The Man Who Sold the World. He quickly met with an audience who are not ready for him. But during the... See, they put in words they know I can't fucking pronounce. Tumultuous journey, Bowie slowly begins to realize and need a reinvent himself in order to truly become himself. And it's within that realization that his iconic celestial alter ego Ziggy Stardust is born, anchored by stellar performances from Johnny Flynn, Jenna Malone as Bowie's wife Angie, and Mark Maron as his publicist Rob Oberman. Stardust offers an intimate glimpse into the moments that inspired the creation of David Bowie's first and most memorable alter ego, illuminating the turning point that cemented his legacy as one of the world's greatest cultural icons. So we have a movie with David Bowie and then a movie about David Bowie. This sounds pretty fucking interesting. Again, just because I'm a Bowie fan. So region A, 185 aspect ratio, various production dates, I guess. I don't know what that means. 109 minutes. Doesn't have any special features listed, but it is still early, so we shall see on that. That sounds pretty good. All right, Human Nature, the Shout Select title, again, 1898, so it's not too shabby right now. From the writer and director of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which I really enjoy, comes a comedy you'll go ape for. Tim Robbins from Shawshank Redemption, Patricia Arquette from Boyhood, which I'm very familiar with both of those names, and Rhys Ifans from Notting Hill are in a hair-raising love triangle in this eccentric tale of three outsiders who take a walk on the wild side. The unique stylings of acclaimed screenwriter Charlie Kaufman from Adaptation means John Malkovich are on full display, ably assisted by director Michael Condrey. I don't know why I said George from Be Kind Rewind. Like that's a title to really throw out there. A movie is terrible, and a pitch perfect cast including Miranda Otto, Lord of the Rings films, Rosie Perez, Birds of Prey, Peter Dinklage, Game of Thrones, yep, and a lot of other movies like Pixels and shit. Played the villain in Pixels. And Toby Huss from *Halt and Catch Fire*. 96 minutes, 2001 film, so pretty recent. 185 aspect ratio, rated R. Again, no features listed for this one yet either. All right, moving on. I'm going to skip these. Let's do Hunter x Hunter. Again, 1898 price point right now. Filled with twists that snap and sting. In the remote wilderness, fur trapper Joseph Mersault, played by Devon Sawa from Idle Hands, the Fanatic. There you go, Fanatic. I don't know why it was slipped my mind. I love that movie. It's just so bad. It's good. And his family struggle to make ends meet. Believing their traps are being hunted by a returning rogue wolf, Joseph leaves his wife, Anne, played by Camille Sullivan from Unspeakable, I guess, and daughter Renee, played by Summer H. Howell from The Midnight Man, on their own as he launches a determined search to catch the apex predator in act. Growing increasingly anxious, as Joseph's absence continues on. Anne reaches new heights of paranoia when a mysterious and severely injured man appears on her doorstep. And soon, the threat of a predator in the woods becomes a threat much closer to home. An extraordinary entry into the modern horror canon. Hunter x Hunter is a heart-stopping, deep woods thriller that will stick with you no matter where you are. That sounds pretty fucking good, I'll be honest. I love, like, camp-style woods, survivalist type stuff with animals and shit, just sounds like it might be pretty fucking intense. All right. I didn't say this was I don't know the year on here. Production date says various. So okay, 94 minutes. Region A. It's in the 239 aspect ratio. Kind of strange there. But I think that's definitely what I'm going to grab. That sounds pretty damn good. The Awakening. Again, I'm skipping over the steelbooks and the kitty stuff, but $23.98 on this one, which I don't know why it's not a collector's edition or anything. But anyways, two-time Academy Award winner Charlton Heston stars as an archaeologist driven to destroy the ancient evil he unleashes when his research causes the Awakening. Matthew Corbeck, played by Charlton Heston, is obsessed with finding and opening the tomb of a murderous ancient Egyptian queen, Kara, I don't know, to the point of neglecting his pregnant wife, played by Jill Townsend, even as she delivers their baby. But the evil that Corbeck frees takes possession of his newborn daughter. Now, 18 years later, Corbeck's daughter, Margaret, returns to Egypt to meet her father for the first time, and Corbeck must overcome powerful occult forces to destroy the evil loosed upon the world. 1980 is when this came out. 105 minutes, region A, 185 aspect ratio. Yep. I don't know why I keep on. Sorry, I apologize. I'm annoying myself. All right, so that sounds pretty cool. Again, no features listed yet. Kindred, another IFC Midnight collaboration. I'm not recognizing the names in here. It's Rosemary's Baby meets Get Out, UK film review. After the death of her boyfriend, vulnerable mother-to-be Charlotte is taken in by her deceased partner's mother, Margaret, and stepbrother Thomas. But Charlotte's source of comfort soon turns to terror as her benefactors begin to appear increasingly obsessed with her every move. Plagued by mysterious hallucinations, Charlotte finds her suspicions raging with questions about Margaret and Thomas's intentions for her unborn child. So yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. You got like creepy baby shit going on. I mean, the baby itself doesn't sound like it's creepy, but yeah, just that cover is creepy with the house and the stroller and it's like red and shadowy and cool. Brand new film, 2020, 239 aspect ratio again. 101 minutes, region A. Get no features listed just yet. It does say English and Spanish subtitles. I'm sure all these will have features. All right, Sphinx, 23.98 right now. Someone is hunting tourists out of season in this adventure thriller directed by Franklin J. Schaffner from Planet of the Apes, Patton, Papillion, and Boys from Brazil, and starring Leslie Ann Down from The Great Train Robbery, Frank Langella from Dracula, and Masters of the Universe. Don't forget that. I would have went with that title. Anyways, and John Giegold from Murder on the Orient Express. A beautiful, dedicated Egyptianologist finds her life threatened many times while traveling from I can't pronounce these words, Sero to Luxor's Valley of the Kings. She is in search of a mysterious tomb of riches, which also holds great interest for black marketers. Based on the novel by Robin Cook, this riveting film delivers twists, turns, and tell of intrigue you won't soon forget. So, yeah, these two sound pretty good. 118 minutes. I'm still doing that little click. I am sorry, guys. I don't know why. Only rated PG, 235 aspect ratio, 1981. Cool. And no features listed yet. But I could have swore that Dawn of the Disc had features listed on theirs. And see, sometimes, like I've said before, they'll announce stuff before the actual companies. Like they give them a head start type deal. Anyways, The Unhiller. With great power comes great pain. You got Lance Henriksen in here and Natasha Henstridge. So that's already got my attention. Wow, she's still looking good. What year is this? This is a 2020 film, and the cover here, she's still. Anyways, intense, captivating, an original and entertaining tale of bullying and revenge, says Tony Strangler from ScreamQueens.com. A bullied teenager gains the means to fight back when a botched faith healing bestows supernatural shamanistic powers upon him. When his lifelong tormentors pull a prank that causes the death of someone he loves, the teen uses his newfound abilities for revenge and goes on a bloody rampage to settle the score. This dark horror tale features performances from genre favorites Adam Beach from Suicide Squad, Branscombe Richmond from Hard to Kill, I don't know that name, Natasha Henstridge, of course, from Species, and Lance Henriksen from Aliens, Pumpkinhead, and all that good shit. Any fan of classic Stephen King should definitely check out The Unhiller. It unfolds with fun surprises and gore, like one of the early shiny, those shiny mid-career Wes Craven movies. So I guess if you're a fan of Stephen King and Wes Craven, they're getting at. I don't know. That sounds kind of interesting. I'm not 100% sold on it, but those two cast members are kind of selling me on it. 93 minutes, 235 aspect ratio, 2020 film. Region A. Right now we have gag reel, deleted scenes, alternate extended scenes, and behind the scenes interviews. I doubt that will change with it being a new film. All right, last one we'll go over. Embattled. 1898 price point right now. An MMA drama with heart, conviction, and a killer right-hand jab. Raised by an abusive father, Cash, played by Stephen Dorff, channels his aggression to become a world champion MMA fighter. Wasn't he just in like another fighting type movie? No, that was Sean Patrick Flannery. I'm thinking of. Anyways, now accustomed to wealth, adulation, and global popularity, he faces a new challenge when his second son is born with Williams syndrome. But this time, rather than stand and fight, he runs. While Cash continues to make his fortune in the ring, his eldest son, Jet, played by Darren Mann, becomes the caregiver to his younger brother, Quinn, played by Colin McKenna. When Jet decides to follow his father's fighting footsteps, he faces his past head on, embarking on a course inevitably pitting father versus son in a battle which, no matter the outcome, neither can win. Director Nick Sarkazov and screenwriter David McKenna from American History X gives us a fully drawn, realistic male character slugging it out in one of the boldest, strongest films of 2020. So a 2020 film, 117 minutes, so at least it's pretty long. Sounds like a good runtime for this kind of movie, kind of drama type film. Region A, English and Spanish subtitles right now, no features, but it actually sounds pretty good. I'm still doing that little. I am so sorry, guys. I know I hate hearing that myself, but I'm a fan of Stephen Dorff, and it's from the writer of American History X, which is a fantastic film. Unfortunately, the director didn't really do much else, but not anything that really got popularity, anyways. But yeah, one of my favorite movies of all time, actually. Edward Norton's just amazing in that, and just a great story. God, country, family, fight is the tagline. And man, Stephen Dorff's looking pretty damn ripped at his old age there. And all these older actors are like getting into shape and getting all buffed up for these movies and shit. Like, I don't know. I just think it's funny. Anyways, so that's it for the June releases. Unless they announce anything else, if they do, I will be here to go over that with you guys. So let me know what titles you guys are interested in picking up from the June. Again, nothing major. I think most people are excited for the Sybil Danning action figure. So we get a closer look at that bad boy. All right. Oh yeah, look at that. That's actually not very accurate, but is it atomically correct? Right. I think it's pretty fucking cool though. It's different. It's definitely something different. I'm just curious how many movies they're gonna do figures for. Wait, did it say how many they were gonna sell? No, it doesn't say how many they'll sell individually. So, all right. So June 29th is when that comes out. I didn't go over the actual dates. So June 29th, Battle Beyond the Stars, just Gigolo, Stardust. June 22nd for Human Nature, Hunter x Hunter, and The Secret World of Ariety or something. And this When Calls of the Heart. That doesn't even make When Calls the Heart. That doesn't make sense. The Wind Rises are all June 22nd. The Awakenings, June 15th, along with Kindred and Sphinx. June 8th is the Cool Counting Collection and Unhiller. June 1st is Embattled. All right, so again, let me know what you guys are planning on picking up from the June titles. I know I didn't go over the May titles. I apologize because it was such a big month. I mean, I did kind of go over them, I believe. You had the King Kong, Final Stand, which I don't really know much about. All About the Benjamins, Wildcats. I may pick up King Kong somewhere along the line, and maybe these two. I love football movies, but I talked about them in another video. Just need to do them separately. Explorer sounds probably the most interesting to me, to be honest. But nothing from either one. I know a lot of people were excited about King Kong from May, but May and June seem pretty fucking weak to me, to be honest. But that's just my own opinion. I don't know. Again, I'm curious to know what you guys are excited for. Which of these titles that I don't really know anything about should I be excited for? Fill me in, guys. I'm always willing and excited to learn about films that I've never seen and know nothing about. So hope this video was somewhat informative for you guys. If you guys stayed around the whole time, thank you. You guys are fucking awesome. And yeah, I don't really have anything else. If you stay the whole time, leave a comment that says Gigolo. I don't know. So thank you guys for watching. As always, peace, love, happiness to all y'all. I will catch y'all next time. Bye.